All right, good morning, everybody. Live from the BCA Nationals Worlds, I guess they're now calling it, excuse me, in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Bob Robbins with Bad Boys TV. We got started just a little late, or I should say, they started a little early. And so we've got, looks like we've got a gold 8-ball match. And at the table now is Jimmy Randolph. Bumped that 11 on his way. That was very nice. He's got everything open now but that 5-ball. Figure out how to get to that 5. Looks like I could probably play the 7. And go up and either look at playing that 6 or drifting over to the 1. Let's see what he tries to do. Oh, look at that. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. I thought he might drift towards the 1, but I think he'd use that as a breakout. Very nice shot. Probably shoot that ball up there in the corner. And this is going to be a good little shot to get. It might just play the 6 after this ball. Now I don't know why I'm not seeing any chat. So if you guys are out there, I'm sorry for not being able to respond to you. Yeah, he got himself a little tough on this. Like I say, he's going to probably try to get on that 6. It was okay. From this angle, I couldn't tell if he could get past it. 5-ball up in the corner, 2-ball in the corner. Try to drift this over so you shoot the 2-ball right in the corner where he's standing just about. Right between the 8 and his ball, very nice. Boy, he worked out that table really well. It's very smart of him to go after that 1 ball into that trouble early on. Took care of all of his problems. Very nice. Alright, Jimmy, where's the brake? Yep, got that stripe to fall on the side. So let's see. I think I'd be taking those stripes if I had my option. All right, looks like maybe we got chat going. If I can get a check out there, let me know that the chat's working. Doesn't mean I'll respond to you when you want to talk to me, but at least I know it's working. So he determined that the solids were better. That wasn't bad because he had three solids right around that cue ball. So his biggest trouble was already around the cue ball. So he finished, took care of the problem. The Fargos. Well, that's a good question. They didn't write them down for me. Let me see if I can find them out. All right, guys. Sorry for being gone so long. I'm assuming I'm assuming Jimmy won that one. He was down to two balls, ball and 8 ball before I left. So let me know if I'm wrong, but I think Jimmy got that one. So Fargo's Richard is a 559, and Jimmy is a 606. I'll work on figuring out how to put the Fargos right on the screen. I know it's possible. So Richard finally got to the table. If I'm not mistaken, Richard broke the first game. Took a little while, and Jimmy got that one, and then Jimmy broke and ran that rack, I do believe. He's just got a real problem with that two ball up there. He's definitely going to have to try to play safe, and that thing is in jail. It's not coming out of there anytime soon. They look actually those all four of those stripes don't look too bad. It looks like you can combo if you needed to. The one in the corner up there, and then maybe even combo the other ones in the one of the other ones in the side. So Richard really doesn't like this. Sure, he'd like to see if he could at least swing that cue ball maybe over behind the 8. Yeah, this is a tough little spot for him to be in. I'm not sure he can even. I mean, yeah, I guess it's possible to go ahead and he could cut that in the corner pocket, but it's not going to do him any good, I don't think. Looks like he's trying to play safe. Try to stun it off that. Oh, he just missed it. No, that could really hurt. That's too bad. All right, so Jimmy comes to the table with ball in hand. He's got a little 4-ball cluster up there around that 2 ball, but like I said, those balls I think will go. I mean, You play that 10 ball out, yeah, and then play the ball on the side, and then either break him out or play the combo, whatever he feels more comfortable with. He may just take it right now. Yeah, he didn't help himself any. That's too bad. Now we got ourselves a game. Although I think now the 2 ball goes. He went from the 2 ball not going and all his balls going to the 2 ball. Now the 2 ball goes and none of his does. Good morning, baby. Shout out to my wife. So she's sitting in the chair with the cats. I know. I don't know why that is either. So it's a gold match. The Fargo rates are Richard 159 and Jimmy 606. And I am going to ask that question. That's why we can't at least get the Fargo rates on. I've seen us be able to do that before. I'm not technical savvy enough to figure it out without messing something up. I could hunt and peck and maybe figure it out, but definitely not while the match is going. So Richard comes to the table with trying to contain Jimmy a little, but yeah, Jimmy's really kind of messed himself up with those balls over on the side rail. Try to move him. Well, that's good. Looks like you got one of them that's got a chance. Let's look. It looks like it's going to go on the side. If it goes on the side, he can use it to move those other balls out of the way. That's pretty good. That's a good angle at it, too. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. He's just laughing. He's like, really? Well, he's, he might be getting a ref for this shot. I just trust him. Yeah, he's going to jack up on it. Now, see, I've learned something a while ago in that shot. You grab your jump cue. Get over there with your jump cue. It's a little lighter, a little easier to get over the top of it, and just pop it. And as long as that cue ball gets off the table, it's not a foul. It's not rolling through the ball, through your object ball. It's going up in the air. So it's very, very, very hard to foul in that situation. I was instructed by one of the national referees that's a doable shot. Oh, here's Julie Baker, my teammate from our championship singles Western BCA last year. We won the silver 9 ball. Me and Julie and my friend Alex from Medford. She's one of the best referees around. She's great to have on a team too because she knows everything about everything, and there's never a question. She's on top of it. So he's changed his mind. He doesn't like it after all. I'll have to go and show him the jump cue idea. Maybe open up his eyes like someone opened up mine. Like, hey, that's a quite easy shot actually from there. Yeah, he's decided to cut that other one in the corner past the 2. Yep. Oh, it went in anyway. Wow. How fortunate. I guarantee you Richard's over there shaking his head. Got a little on the 50 there, but this gentleman shoots really well. I have no doubt that he can handle this situation. Uh-oh. Oops. Richard wins one sitting in his seat. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. No was unable to talk to them much before the match. They had already got it started, so I had to jump in the booth. I was able just to find out who's who, and after that, nothing else. Yeah, that was a big oops for sure. Yeah, you went from being a big favorite to losing the game in one shot. All right, looks like we got another one of those second ball breaks. Yep. Ooh. But I don't know why, but that second ball break has a tendency of pushing all the balls to one side quite often, or all the balls towards the other side. Obviously, not all the time, but more often than a head-on break. Well, I think his starting shot's going to have to be the 7. Oh, it bumped it just enough that I think you can see that 2 ball. For 2 in the corner. Not sure from this angle what he's shooting. Yep, 2 in the corner and push those balls apart. Very nice. Jimmy plays strong. He's definitely a 606 plus. So yeah, Jimmy's from Louisiana and Richard doesn't exist. I know. I tried to look him up myself and couldn't find him, so I had to go have somebody find him for me on the main computer to get his Fargo. Well, Richard does have one. It's just not showing up on the Fargo rated. He is a 559. Jimmy hung that ball up in the corner and he was shot on the 8, so I could come to the table. He's got a couple balls tied up. Play that. Probably it's 11 ball up there in the left-hand corner. Draw back a little and play the 15 and maybe try to come down and break these two balls up off the 15. It wiped its feet on the way in, but I think he's got a pretty good shot at taking those two balls out with a little breakout. Well, that's about all you really, well, maybe the 9 ball goes now. I think the 9 ball goes at least. Yeah, that's what he's looking at. Boy, this is just basically do or die. I mean, Jimmy's ball's hanging in the pocket, 8 ball's out in the middle of the table. And with a 606, you give him any chance he's going to find his way out with those 2 balls. You better have him frozen, tied, in jail, or you're going to give up another game. Oh, wow. Just dribbled in. Nice shot. Nice shot. This could be a little tricky shot because you just nip that. Yeah. He just hit that too hard. There's no need for that. All right. Jimmy coming to the table with a ball hanging in the pocket, the 8 ball in the middle of the table. And with a skill level of his, no doubt he takes care of the business. Very nice. All right. Richard getting the break. Hey, Chris, did the weather clear up any today? It's actually pretty gorgeous here today, this morning. Sunrise is beautiful over the mountains. Uh-oh, you let that cue ball loose. And not a ball touching a ball. Maybe a couple touching the rail, but that's a pretty wide open table. I think maybe that 2 ball's about the only thing that is real trouble as of right now. Everything else has a pocket. This is something I've learned in that, and you got trouble, try to take care of it right away. It leaves you a lot more options. If you don't get what you want, you'll have more chances later. But if you wait too late, it's only now or never. So if you can, especially there. He had ball in hand, so he was able to position it at an angle where he knew he could run into it. He did, but I don't know if he opened up the 2. He's looking to see. It looks like it might go. Still looking at that position on that 2. It's tight. It's really tight. I think he's committed and it does go. Yeah, they're going to probably get a ref again. Well, he's, yeah. Yeah, Richard came to look at it to see what he thought. I think he's decided it's too tight. No, he's going to go ahead and shoot it. No, I'm wrong again. He's got to just watch the referee get up out of the chair. He's on his way. And I bet I'm not going to be able. Oh, good. I will. I was afraid the ref was going to stand right in my way. Or our way, I should say. As we are watching the same shot. All right, here we go. I've learned as an opponent, I don't even look at the table once the ref comes up. I just look away. I don't even want to have any questions in my mind if the ref made any decision other than the one. So I don't want to question it at all. I don't even watch. I just say, okay, what happened? Good. All right. So that was a great shot. Was obviously enough room past that 8 ball. So see, guys, that ball in hand at the beginning when he knew he had that 2 ball and he had to move it. He did it on the very first shot he had, and that's just so key if you want to run a table of 8 balls. Take care of those problems early. Yeah, he came out a little short on that one. He wanted to be on that 1 ball probably, or out further for the 4 on the side. He's going to have to shoot that 3. Maybe. I don't know. Yep. And he's going to try to fall in to be able to shoot that 4 right back in the corner where he's standing. Oops. Well. Now, let's see what Richard does about those 2 balls against the rail. They obviously can be comboed either way if he wants to. He could probably shoot the 13 and break them out and move them. That's what he's going to probably do right here. In this situation, all he's got to do is just tap the 9 away from the rail, give him some space on the 14, and he's golden. That's what he did. Well, he's got options now. And it's definitely something some lower level players need to work on. Take care of that problem right away. Interesting. Yeah, doesn't seem like the best choice to me right now. He's hasn't been shooting a whole lot because Jimmy's been controlling the table, and that's a pretty difficult shot and ready to do the 8. So, yeah, I think that was a better choice. And I think that 9 ball goes down past the rail. Yeah, Chris, I don't know how medically sound the crossing my fingers are. Oh, very nice shot. Brushed the rail to make sure he didn't touch the 14, and it went in. Oh, he was quite a ways away from that ball, and he kind of stood up, so he didn't get much of a draw. He wanted some draw on that ball to play that ball that's up at the top upper part of the table. He still might be able to play it, but it's tight now. He's hoping he can get that ball through there, or what he could do is make Jimmy's ball and leave the 8 ball right behind, or the cue ball right behind the 8 ball. Yep, I agree, Thomas. Make that 7 and hold that cue ball right on that 8. Yep, he's calling safe. We are all in agreement, Thomas. Key to this, well, too, yeah, you got to do both things perfectly. You can't do that. Wow. I guess the angle wasn't so good. I thought he could just stop it pretty much. Oof. I wouldn't want to be Jimmy's opponent with him coming to the table looking at this. This is automatic position. Yeah, he missed it. That might cost him. No. Richard's got a couple balls near the pocket. Key is getting position. On the next one with the ball in the pocket. The balls hanging in the pocket are tough to get position from. And sometimes they'll come off a little funny. That worked out very well. Stay down, follow through. That ball's going to drift right where you want it for the 8 ball. All right. Very nice. So this, even though he didn't get that safety completely, he took Jimmy's ball out of the pocket, made it a tougher shot for Jimmy when he did come to the table. So all in all, it worked. I'm sure he would have liked to see that cue ball behind the 8, though. All right, 2-3. Once again, we got Jimmy at a 606 Fargo and Richard at a 559. Wow, very nice break. That's a good break for Jimmy for sure. All right. Jimmy didn't want to bump that ball like that. He's probably going to have to shoot that too anyway. Yeah, it's just because it's the women's division, hon. You know, Thomas, I don't know. I know he has one. Um, on the main computer, they had him uh, definitely with a Fargo rate, but I don't know why on the Fargo page it doesn't show it. So I did the little calculations for the odds of at the start of the match. It was 70-29 in Jimmy's favor. So far, well, very nice shot. Drew that ball right past his opponent's ball, right on that 7 ball. He just moved the ball, and I don't know if he told his opponent. Another one for Jibby. Shooting them really well. Yeah, I don't know how the women's thing all worked. I was surprised there was a women's division at all. I thought it was all Fargo rated mixed, so I'm not sure. There's some good questions there. Maybe I can get Mr. Jones in here to answer some of those questions. He might have an answer for that. That's the death of me on breaks. If I don't control the cue ball well, it goes to the side. I'm selling out so often that way. All right. Once again, no stripes. No trouble with the stripes. 8 ball by the side pocket. All of his stripe balls are down here on one end of the table. This is a pretty good pattern here. Pretty good table to be working on the run out here. Yeah. If that ball passes to the right hand corner or not. I wondered if you play that 15 first and come out. That's a good shot. He wanted to shoot that 12 ball, but he got a bad angle. Oh, that could be it. Why isn't somebody put in Rich and see if Rich works? Maybe that's where it is with the Fargo app. He's having a cue over that ball. Still couldn't find him, huh, Thomas? Nice shot. Well, nice. Right now, Mr. Jones is on the phone, so if he gets off the phone, maybe I can find out. Have him come over here and talk to us and maybe clarify some of those questions. All right, so Jimmy just swing this ball in the side pocket and drift up for the 8 ball, and he's on the hill. Oh my goodness. Oops. He's not satisfied with that at all. Ouch. All right, so I got Mr. Jones in over here to see if we can answer some of your guys' questions. So,
all right,
up here,
can you hear me?
Yeah, looks like it.
Right. So what do we got?
We had this
question. Oh,
question.
you just want me to answer your woman's question?
No, Thomas had some questions too.
Okay, so some people want to know why Fargo doesn't list certain players. Well, they're probably because they're new players in the BCA pool league system now, and it just hasn't synced because we've kind of turned off the sync between. So his Fargo may be set just off of league stats only, and it hasn't been put in the system, or they did homework another way and created it, and then after this event, he will be in the system.
All right, so
is there anything above platinum for the women?
Because there's women divisions, but it only.
Yeah, well, I think that's the highest women's division. I mean,
was gold?
No, platinum.
There was a platinum women's division?
Well, probably not.
I didn't think so.
Well, yeah, because
that was our confusion.
Yeah, I'd have to look.
Because she's only a 5'10", and like Chris says, if she was playing the same division, Chris is a 5'50" something, they'd be playing the same division.
Yeah. Yeah, it's based on percentages. Honestly, I've been trying to talk CSI into getting rid of the women's divisions.
I don't understand it, really. I mean,
well, because there was a lot of blowback last year when we were talking about it. You know, we walked around, we talked to a lot of the ladies, and a lot of those ladies were like, "No, we like our women's divisions. You guys are running this out." My opinion is you're a pool player.
Yeah.
So
everybody's there's no
which
gender.
would create, like Chris is saying there's too big of a spread of skill level there. But if everybody just went into the same pool and then you divided by skill level, each skill level would be better,
Abs-
as we proved in the Western BCA.
Absolutely. And that was the question. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Any other questions?
I don't think so. Let's see if anybody's.
I'm old. I'm tired.
Yeah, those aren't
But
questions.
we're here for our players that want to be here, unlike the NBA. And
You're funny.
The NBA, bunch of billionaire wussies.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I had a chance to go watch the Pac-12 championship. A friend had tickets, but no go on that one.
Right. Yeah, don't get me wrong. This is the decision you have to make.
Oh, absolutely.
If your health is, the problem is we fell right in the middle.
Oh, we got
right,
lucky. Or not lucky.
Well, I mean, it's kind of we're kind of damned if we do and damned if we don't.
Yep.
But we fell in the middle of the shutdown, so
Yep.
I mean, it's not like, I'm here now.
Right.
I mean, if
now I did hear that there's a few teams that just decided not to even come.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of forfeits happening. I mean, you got to do what's right for your health.
Absolutely. All right, thank you, Vic. Back to his real job of running the tournament. That guy is the whole group is just a working, fierce group. They do a great job. Yeah, Anthony, it's tough all over. We lost our Western BC 8 ball. It's coming up, which I was really looking forward to, trying to win back-to-back 9-ball, 8-ball championships. We got 9-ball silver, and I had a super strong team with my wife and actually 3 girls. We were 4 broads and a bob. That was our team name, and I was really looking forward to it. A bunch of great time we have up there every year. So different world right now. Hopefully things change and things get better. Yeah, I'm here in Vegas, and it's hard for me to go to anything. There's not shows going on. It's like, well, I guess I'll watch more pool. Best sporting event around right now, for sure. Ain't nothing out there. All right, so Jimmy a little disappointed he'd missed that 8-ball in that last game and hung it, and Richard made a really nice out. So Jimmy back at it again. Oh, that goes a little far. That went a little far for him. A pretty tough cut up in that corner if he wants to play that ball. Well, it's the only ball he can play. He can't see the other one. Yep, I feel for you, hon, because you ain't got much going on now, and I'm not there to keep you company. And like Summerfield said last night to me, it's not much fun doing things without having your partner by your side. The person you want to go do things with isn't around, so it makes it a little more, not quite as much fun. Yeah, I saw the cue ball. Well, I guess they postponed it till May? I guess, I don't know. I think it was May that they said that NWPA at the cue ball in Salem, Oregon, will be played. What were the exact rescheduled dates, Chris? Oh, look at that bank. And he made the other ball at the same time, and he has a shot on the 8. Holy moly. Guy needs to go out and play some slot machines, because that was amazing. His bank was beautiful, but bonus ball and the shot on the 8? That doesn't happen very often. Wow. That was fortunate. That was fortunate. now that 8 ball in the side pocket he left hanging game before last was really huge. All right, Richard needs a good break here. She needs to find a way to stay at that table. Because right now, Jimmy is just rolling. Luck's going his way, and he's playing good. So it's that kind of stuff is tough to beat sometimes. You get a good player, and he's playing good, and he's getting lucky. You're like, wow, really? But good shooting sometimes breeds good luck. So, oh, unless you're Mike D, there's no, we don't believe in luck. Sorry, little jab there, Mike. And you aren't even here to defend yourself. I love you, man. All right, so Richard didn't make a ball. So Jimmy's back at the table. Not the greatest table in the world. It's going to take some hunting and pecking here for sure. Oh, good. Bumped that one. I was going to say, oh, don't get behind that one. You ain't going to like that at all. So it looks like, I think that's the 11 ball. I think the 11 ball goes in the side. Or the other one, whatever that is. Yeah, so that one goes. Wow, if that combo lines up, that's not the worst choice. Yeah, it looks like it does. No, I have some coffee. I got okay. All the caffeine I need. Thank you, though. Calvin came by to see if I wanted a mocha. I told him, no, I got my bang here. That's like 2 mochas. And enough caffeine out of those. I don't drink coffee. Besides, it messes with my stomach. So it looked like Jimmy tried to play that combo and it didn't go. Richard coming back to the table. Actually, his solids are better than they were after the break. Jimmy kind of moved him around. He's going to have to do a little work to get to the 3 ball. All right, he's pretty straight on this 7. Might have a little angle, but he might have to punch it forward. Oh, he tried to draw it back. That'll work. Looks like he can shoot the 1 or shoot the 2. Looking to see if that 2 goes once he shoots the 1. Hopefully he can shoot that for him. Hopefully he can shoot that 3 ball now because, yeah, so he's lining up on. Oof. Dropped the rail, but it went in nice and slow. Tries to shoot that in the side. It's going to bump into the cue ball's going to bump into the 9. Could give him a shot, but yeah, see, bump into the 9. That's where it's going to stay. He'll have a shot. caught the nipple. That was exactly the same roll Jimmy had on his 8-ball earlier. It looked real similar to the 8-ball Jimmy shot earlier. All right, Jimmy's coming to the table. All of them out in the middle. Just handle business. Keep yourself contained down here. This half of the table. He only has 6 pockets to work, or 5 pockets to work with, but he's working that pattern through his head, deciding, okay, this one, this one, this one. So let's say after this, he's going to go up and play the 15. No, probably, yeah, that's what I figured. And both other balls will go up in the corner pocket. I wondered if he might wait and leave that one for last. Nope, he just wanted to look at his angles on those last 2 balls going up into there. So shoot the 15, then shoot either one of them, whatever is better up in the corner, and then one in the side or back in the other corner. Many options here. Yep, drift up, shoot the other one down here in the bottom right hand corner, follow up for the 8-ball, and Bob's your uncle, as Sherry Ross loves to say. That should work. We'll see. Just gotta pocket this ball. Just a little above center. Oh, wow, he juiced that ball up, hoping he'd get all the way down table. Wow. That was interesting. A great shot. Had it gotten there, now you landed on the 50. Take your medicine, pocket that ball in the corner, take your time, and don't scratch. And that's the match. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back shortly. I'm not sure who's going to be commentating. I think Mr. Summerfield has a match, and Mike D might be coming up next. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Chris Robbins, I love you. Talk to you later. And a little sponsorship comments for you here. Little ads.